Hi beauties, it's the Red Diva and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a really special collection of products by Revolution. It is part of the Corpse's Bride collection. I am so excited because Tim Burton and the Corpse's Bride film is one of my favorites. I am so happy to be able to do this video for you, showing you a couple of the different products from this collection. We have a palette, we have a lipstick, we even have an adorable hand mirror to show you. Of course, before we go any further, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share any of the videos that you enjoy, and I would love to hear your feedback. So don't go anywhere, stick around so we can show you this great Revolution for Corpse's Bride collection. I'll be right back. We're ready to start the show. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, so the first step I'm going to start with is the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer all over the face. So now, while that is drying and before going on to the foundation, I'm going to go ahead and use the NYX Brow Glue. I just want to be able to tame all the little brow hairs, make them go up. And then with the back of an eyeliner pencil, I'm going to just be doing a little bit of a rolling effect like that. And then roll it up. And then this way, the brows will be up against the skin. There you are. So we'll let that dry for a few seconds while we apply the foundation. The foundation, I'm going to use the Catrice True Skin foundation, and that's going to be in the color, let's see, what is the color that I chose? It is the 010 Cool Cashmere. So that's the color that we have going on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that all over the face, and I will be right back. Now the next step is going to be using the Flower Beauty concealer, and that one is going to be in the color Light Illusion Light. And I'm going to go ahead and use as well down here. I'm going to let that absorb for a second, and then we'll be able to blend that in. Okay, so now we're ready for blending in. I'm going to use a little bit of the Milani Peach setting spray. I just want to put that a little bit on the sponge itself and just kind of tap that in and then just press it down. Then I'm going to use the Revolutionary Pro Hydra Matte powder. It's a translucent powder that is white in color, and it helps to set the under eye area without adding additional color. Just putting that on a little tiny concealer sponge from e.l.f. For the rest of the face, I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty powder. This is a loose powder that is called Miracle Glow, and it is a satin finishing powder. So the next item that we're going to be using is the Patricia Bright by Revolution compact. This one is really kind of cool because it's called Moonlit Glow, and it is a trio of colors. And the container that it comes in is made out of tin. Okay, this one was out a while back, but I got it at a really good discount, and I thought that it was still a great product and had great reviews on it. But check this out. So you have the bronzer, you have a highlighter, and like a soft peach blush. So that's kind of cool. So I am looking forward to trying that on. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the bronzer color, the middle one right there. How dark it's going to be, so I'm going to be very, very light-handed at first until I figure out what the shade is going to look like. It is a matte color. We're also going to use a fluffy brush like this, and then we're going to help contour. I'm also using the side of the nose as a guide, so it's kind of like a continuation of the brow. And then I'm going to go ahead and color in the bottom of the nose. This is a nice bronzer because it is matte and it is a cool undertone, and you're able to use it for shading, which is really nice. So it's really more about a contour versus a bronzer. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this. Okay, then what you want to do is, again, with the larger brush, you're going to blend down. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and use the blush side here. It's quite pigmented, so a little goes a long way. And now we're going to go ahead and use the highlighter portion. The skin is nice and glowy. So I'm going to go ahead and use a primer for the eyelids, and I will be back so we can work on this actual beautiful collection. Okay, so I'll be right back. So let me show you exactly the pieces that I got from this beautiful Corpse's Bride collection by Revolution Makeup. Okay, the first one is going to be the actual hand mirror. Oh my god, when I spotted this, I thought, oh my god, this is like so perfect. First of all, the packaging is so beautiful. It's got a combination of matte and shiny sort of scroll designs throughout the package, and then it's got the Corpse's Bride in the back, it's got the Corpse's Bride in the front, and then the Revolution, of course. And then you see this beautiful designed hand mirror. So this is something that I've been wanting to show you guys for a while. Let me take it out of the package. So it's not a huge mirror. It's, you know, when you compare it to like the size of my hand, you know, like you could see that it hits just below the wrist, okay? But it's actually very nice because for travel purposes, it can actually be a very good size. It's got like a thick plastic with a bit of an edge to it. So it's got like really sharp contours to the mirror. So it's not the most comfortable hand mirror in the world. I've had better where the handle is rounded and smoother, and so it feels better holding it. But what I really love is the design. So you could see Victor and Emily on there. It's just so spectacular the way that they designed it. And this is kind of like a pale greenish gray tone. So it's not completely gray. It does have a hint of a pale, like a seafoam green mixed with gray color. And of course the backside is the mirror, you know, but it's so cute. And so yeah, so this is the first piece that I got from them, limited edition, of course. The second item that I got from them is the actual palette, one of the palettes that they had. This one is called The Newlyweds. Okay, so the reason it looks very shiny is because it does have a sleeve on. So the sleeve will have a visual of the colors of the palette and also of the brand. But you can slide this little sleeve off. And again, just like this Patricia Bright palette, this actually comes in a tin palette. So this is not plastic, this is actual tin. And on the back side, it just has the numbers of the colors and everything, and you can peel that off if you want to. And it's the design in the back is the same design as the front, and you see them sitting, Emily and Victor sitting on the piano, playing their little song. It's one of my favorite moments of the movie. And then when you open up the palette, you're gonna see a full-size mirror, okay? Full-size mirror. And you're gonna see this beautiful, beautiful palette of 9 shades. So 9-shade palette that is gonna be in the blue and pale soft green and aqua tones, as well as a couple of neutrals. So you have the lilac, and you have this blue, sort of like a navy blue. You have sort of like a violet blue, and you also have this sort of a gray brown color, as well as a rich kind of a cobalt blue. And those are all matte shades. And then you're going to have sort of a sparkly silver, a sparkly sort of a lilac gray color, and you're also going to have a sparkle seafoam green or slash aqua, however you want to call it. The matte shades have little skulls imprinted on them. The sparkle ones do not, so that automatically tells you which one is which. But it is such a cool tone of within this palette. I really liked it a lot. They do have an upstairs downstairs palette that is quite large and has a ton of colors. I just felt like I didn't want to first get that many colors when I wasn't gonna sit there and use them up, but and I like this one because this one is a little bit more boutique-y style palette, where it's almost like one theme of shades versus a palette that has hot pink and green and orange and purple, and so I just really thought that this was a little bit more unique at the time, and I still feel that way. So that's the Newlyweds palette. And then the last item that I picked up is one of the lipsticks, and so this one is the Victor lipstick, which is really cool. Again, the packaging is so cute. It's got a combination of matte and shiny scroll designs, just like the outside of the mirror. And then it's got the lettering is done in a metallic cobalt blue. And with this one in particular, you see the outline of Victor's body, his little suit, which is so precious. So that's really, really cute. And then when you take it out of the box, also you see that the shade color Victor is done on a little sticker that is, well, it's not really a sticker, but it's imprinted on there, like the little skull that matches the little skulls on the eyeshadow palette. And then when you take out the tube, you'll see that the packaging is black square matte, and then you have Victor, Victor's name. Victor's name is done with that beautiful metallic cobalt as well. And then it's got the little head, the skull head, done in that metallic shade as well. And then the inside of it is that metallic, which is really cool. And then when you lift up the shade, you will notice that the little skull is also imprinted on the actual lipstick. Isn't that adorable? And it's a really, really pretty sort of a nudie kind of peachy kind of color. It's very nice and neutral. Okay, so that is the Victor shade. So we will get to that in just a second. But we are going to start off with the eyeshadow palette. There are so many directions that you can go with in this palette, but I will try to use as many colors as possible so we can really get a chance to experience this palette as much as possible. So I think I'm going to start off with one of the shades. I'm going to start off with this one right here. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to start off with this one right here. This is the lilac color. So let's start off with the lilac as a transition color. Okay. And we shall see how it blends into the lid color. So far, so good. It really comes off on the light side, so it's not super concentrated, but I feel like it could be buildable. So just so you know that it is on the soft side. It's not as vibrant as it comes across in the palette. There is a little bit of kickback right there on the palette. This one is called Newlyweds. This is that shade, Newlyweds. So that's nice. It's a soft lilac shade. The next shade I'm going to use is called Hopscotch, which is this one right next to the Newlyweds. I'm going to remove any fallout. Okay, we're going to go back to that Newlyweds color, the lilac, and I just want to make sure that I didn't lose any of that coloring. And also it'll help to blend in the blue color as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and get another brush, and I'm going to attack this one right here, which is that brighter cobalt blue. And I'm going to focus that on the crease. And that shade is called Emily. I'm going to go back to that last color, which was the Hopscotch, and just add a little bit more to help with the transition. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the darker of the blues, and this one is going to be called Enthusiasm. I'm going to go ahead and get a clean brush, and I just want to blend the inner corner. I'm going to use that other one that's here, that's like almost like a brown, just on the corner, right by the lashes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a black eyeliner. I just have the Lasting Drama Matte Eye Pencil in black from Maybelline, and I'm going to go ahead and do the upper waterline. And I'm also going to do a little bit of that halfway of the outer lash line, and I will be right back. Okay, so now what I did with my eyelids is apply the glitter primer from NYX just on the bottom of the eyelid right there. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this bottom color here, which is called Love Triangle. So Love Triangle is going to go right there on that lid space. I'm going to go ahead and get that Emily color again. I'm also going to grab that one in the middle here, the one that's called Victor, and just kind of help deepen the crease. Back to that seafoam green color. Just make sure that it didn't get lost along the way. Okay, and I'm going to go down here with that Victor color as well. And I want to try that silvery color up here. That's how it looks. I'm just going to do a little tiny bit of that under the brow. I'm going to go ahead and get the Milani spray. I'm going to pick up that same color, the sparkly one here. I'm going to do the inner corner here with that color. I'm also going to get this one right here in the corner, which is that sort of, it's called the Bride. It's kind of like a metallic sort of lilac taupe color. I just want to sweep that underneath the Victor color. I'm going to go ahead and use the liquid eyeliner, the Breakup Proof liquid eyeliner pen in black on top of the lash line, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm gonna use the Shockwave Neon Eyeliner from LA Girl, and this one is in the color Fresh, and that's gonna be on my waterline. Gonna go ahead, curl my lashes, and put just some basic mascara on using the Lash Princess, the False Lash Effects right here, the green tube, and I will be right back. Okay, so now we're going to focus on doing the eyebrows. So I'm going to be using an eyebrow product that is called the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. So it's going to be in the number 6. This one is sort of a deep, kind of like a cool tone brown. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in the eyebrows with that. Okay, great. So that is for the eyebrows. So now what we're going to work on is the lashes. I picked up this Kiss Lashes. It's called Lash Drip 3D Drama with a wet effect. I am super happy about this because I normally don't wear these humongous lashes, but I thought that for this particular look, it would really look beautiful. And this style name is called Drenched, okay? So I have my adhesive and I'm going to go ahead and apply them, and I will be right back for that. Okay, lashes are done. I'm just going to add a little bit more cheek color. And I'm also adding a little tiny bit of the contour powder there. Okay, perfect. So let's talk about the lip color called Victor. It's such a pretty color. Like I said, it's kind of like a nudie rose color, okay? And I want to, first, I'm gonna see what that looks like on my hand. So as you can see, it's a very pretty mid-tone nude with a little hint of rose there. So it's gonna be kind of like my lips, but better. And I want to use for the lip liner, I think I'm going to use this one from ColourPop. Okay, this one right here. I think this will be good. It'll give me some nice, like an ombre effect. And this one is called In Brink. Okay, so I'm going to line the lips with that. Okay, that's very pretty. And now we're going to apply the Victor shade. This is a matte color, by the way. I love the color. All right. We're not going to add any gloss or anything because I really want that color to stay matte, so that way the eyes become the focal point. Okay. Very nice. Okay, the makeup is done for now, but before we finish the complete look for this beautiful Emily from Corpse's Bride look, I wanted to talk to you about what I'm wearing on my head, which is my hair. So as you can see, this is a half wig. This is, you know, a headband wig, half wig, however you want to call it. This one is in a typical shade that is not red base, so it's a little bit unlike the typical shades that I normally wear, but this is still a very beautiful piece. This one is made by Outre. It's part of their Wet Wavy Style collection. This one is also part of the overall Quick Weave collection of wigs. So you can self-style in 60 seconds or less. You just have different combs on the inside. You have one comb in the back and then 2 combs in the front. And you also have the adjustable straps. This one in particular, the style is the loose curl 18-inch. Okay, and the color is the S4/30. So that is the shade that we are choosing to use today. Again, this color in particular was not the one that I would normally order. I ordered this online a while back, and when it arrived, I realized that it did not have the red tones that I normally like to wear. So I decided to still keep it and utilize it for moments like today, where the shade of the look is really not you know, for a redhead necessarily, but I thought that this would still be pretty because the soft curls reminds me of Emily's hair. So I thought that that would be very, very pretty. And we have a beautiful headpiece that we're going to add to that and some earrings. So I just wanted to talk to you about the hair before finishing up this look. So that is what we're using today. So I will be back in just a second to give you the final look and my final thoughts on this Revolution for Corpse's Bride collection of products. I'll see you in a second. Ta-da! So this is the final look for the Corpse's Bride collection from Revolution. Oh my God, guys, I am so happy to have been able to show this to you and share this with you. Oh my God. So let's start with some of the things that we use today. Obviously, we use some foundation, concealer, primer. All of that stuff is going to be mentioned in the information box below. So you will get all the deets on that. But as far as this collection for the Corpse's Bride, we started off with this great little hand mirror that shows Emily, and oh my God, they're such a cute little couple there. And I will definitely enjoy using this for many years to come. I will definitely take good care of it. So great little designed and great limited edition and part of this great little collection for Corpse's Bride. So I'm super happy that I was able to pick this up before it sold out. As far as the makeup, let's go over the two pieces that I bought, which is the Newlyweds palette. Oh my God, this is so adorable. First of all, the packaging, very cute. I really love it a lot. And I, you know, because with plastic compacts and you usually don't get a chance to see this type of design. So the fact that we are able to capture a great part of the movie in the palette, I think that is such a unique and very brilliant approach to doing this palette versus a plastic or a paper palette. So I'm so happy. And of course, the colors, what can we say about the colors? The colors were great. You know, a lot of times people have their opinions about Revolution in terms of the pigmentation and things like that. But I think overall, it gave me exactly what I was looking for. I was able to create a nice ombre effect with all these colors. They were very buildable. They did not go on super pigmented on the first application, but by the time you swept the color again on top of the lid, a second time, you were able to really start to get some really beautiful depth of shade. So I think that overall, the collection of within this palette was really great. They chose some very unique shades of blue and seafoam green that were very unique, very interesting. I think that it captures sort of the coloring of the movie. And I was very pleased. I think that, you know, you don't have to wear all these colors at once like I did for the most part. The only color I skipped and did not use in this particular application was the very center color, that matte shade, but I used every single other color in the inner, in the lid, in the crease, everything. So I am very pleased. And again, you know, you can create more subtle looks with this palette. You could focus more on the greens with a dash of brown, or maybe the mauve with a little bit of lilac and a hint of silver. So it really is up to you. And also these colors are cool enough and beautiful enough that you can also add to a neutral palette that you may already have. So overall, I think this is a great purchase. This was only like $12, guys. So overall, in the palette itself is very sturdy, great full-size mirror. You can't beat that, especially for travel. And it's very thin and lightweight, but not flimsy. It's got a nice substantial feel to it, and it doesn't feel cheap at all. So thumbs up for this Newlywed palette for sure. I will be enjoying that for a very long time. And then we had the lipstick, one of the 3 shades that was offered, and this one, it was in the Victor shade, which was this really pretty sort of a toasty nudie color, and it's a matte shade, of course, and I did not add any lip gloss like I stated earlier. It was, I think, so pretty. I normally don't navigate towards these colors or this particular texture. If I do a matte shade, I'll usually do something in a more of a redder color or a plummy color, but not in this one. And I think this is very lovely because even though it's nude and it's like your color, your lip color, but better, it does not make me look washed out. I think this is, it has enough depth in there to give my lips definition and shape and volume, but also give me enough color that I don't feel like there's just nothing there, or that or that the color actually goes against my own tone, you know. So I really love this Victor shade. I think that this was a very smart addition to the 3 shades that they came up with for the collection. The other 2, I will post a picture of it. It's like a hot pink, which is the Emily color, and sort of a burgundy red, which is the Victoria color. But I think for Victor, I think this is a thumbs up from me, because I think that for being a neutral, it really complements all the beautiful shades of the palette and really doesn't fight, you know, it doesn't try to fight for the attention. It allows the eyeshadows to sort of get that, you know, all the attention, but at the same time not allow the lips to look washed out. So very, very beautiful shade, and very happy that that's the one that I decided to go with versus the other 2 for this particular look. And of course we have the hair, which is right here, the Outre Wet n Wavy Style Quick Weave Collection in the loose curl 18-inch, and the shade is S430, and I love it. I think it's so pretty. You can do so many things with these half wigs. You know, put a headband on, just kind of move it upward and do sort of like an updo with it. I mean, it's just such an easy way to create instant style without having to stress out. I picked this little headband up from Amazon, and of course we have the lashes that I bought, which are the Kiss, and this is the lash drip style, and it is called Drenched. So it really finalized the look for Emily, for Corpse's Bride, giving that big wide-eyed look that she is known for. So yeah, overall, I think that this was a great look to have. Oh, and by the way, these are Kiss nails as well. So I wanted to continue with that blue look. And you can see these online or at your local CVS store as well. So yeah. So this is the final look. All right, guys, thank you so much for spending time with me today to share in this Corpse's Bride look. Please, before you go, subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share these videos. Help me with the algorithm in sharing this channel with everyone. I would really appreciate it. And I would also love to hear your comments about this video. And have you tried this collection from Revolution? I would love to hear your feedback and your comments. So I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you so much again for the honor of your time. I really appreciate it, and I so enjoy doing these videos for you, and I will talk to you later. Have a great one. Take care. Bye.